Hello student, in this video we are going to learn about software development life cycle. In short, you can call SDLC. So I hope in last video you understand why do we need this subject, what is mean this software project management, and why do we need this software project, and what is mean management. Now when we come to this topic, software development life cycle is very important. As a project manager or a team leader, you need to follow this concept. You need to follow each and every step and every stage, then you can accomplish your project, then you can deliver a high quality and good product and good maintenance to your end and to your customer. Now I do take here 6 important stage. Now first, when we take about planning, so in planning maybe we have a communication with that customer. Let's suppose when we talk about planning, okay, let's suppose I'm a bank manager and you are a project manager. As a bank manager, I don't have any concept about software, and you also as a project manager about developing a software. As a developer, you don't have any concept about banking. So we need to communicate each other. We need to share as the owner to the developer how that project going to work. That's why we have this requirement and feasibility study. We'll come to that point, and we do have this analysis also, how we are going to analyze which system will work this software, where we are going to work. Then we need to inspect and check about the existing software or the existing system, how is working. Now after we finalize that, then we can come to the design. It means that who are the one, you need to think who are the one is good in your team, who are good in the UI design, are good for this business design, or good for this back end and front end. All right, now after that, all that done, then you start to implement your software, how it's going to work. Once the implementation and coding is done, then you can come for the testing. Once a testing is success, or if the testing once in the testing is not going to work, then you can return back to the design or implementation. Or if that is not success, then you can plan again to think from, oh, I have done like this, I have do like that, but I don't like this, then I have to think another way. That also you can do. Then if all that successful only one time, then you can come to the deployment. So deployment is not here, and also once you deploy, then maintenance will be there. Without maintenance, maybe sometime you'll be cracking or stop working or like that. Suppose like your hosting expiry date, or maybe sometime let's suppose like your online website sometimes is not linked properly, maybe security problem. That's you need a maintenance. So now let's check some point here. Sorry. Now we do have here analyze. I'll talk about that design, deployment, testing, like I said. Okay, now development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. So when you look about this 6 phase, we do have, like I said, a product owner, like I said, as a bank manager, and a project manager as one the team leader. All right, maybe a business analyst who are good in your team to analyze how that project in work, how it can generate a profit for that bank owner. All right, now when we come to the design, who are good in this design for this UI design of what this system architecture, maybe how it's going to fit in that system you are going to work, you are going to install that project. Now when we come to the deployment, so deploy, it means like this implementation. You need to implement both this front end and back end to connect with the database and with the hosting and with the domain. All right, so that is deployment or implementation, you can call. Now after you have complete that one, then we'll come to the testing. Right, testing is very important. You have to test. All right, need to test about security, you need to test about design, how it's going to work. Let's suppose suppose you develop like this sending money or receiving money like Google Pay and Paytm, how it's going to work. You need to test each module. Okay, you cannot simply develop and give to your customer. All right, now once the testing is successful, then you can deploy. Let's suppose you already think about domain, you already discussed from the planning and requirement. We'll come to that point. Now you are deployed in that hosting, you already buy a hosting for 1 year plan, then you are host and you connect to the database and you deploy the app, then it's working fine. Now when it's working fine, then definitely you need a maintenance, maybe sometimes security problem and sometimes maybe website down, so that's why you need this maintenance. Okay, let's come this point I have taken here, like communication and planning. All right, now like I said, when we reflect back that the bank manager, maybe he just submit in writing his document to the organization, oh, I need that software, I need that project. Maybe he just give you a title for so by looking the project, the software title or the title what that owner want, maybe you got some idea, oh, that bank manager he want like that project, then you can think. So now you already got some idea, then again you need this requirement catering with the project owner or with I mean with your team to discuss and to bring some idea, to gather some idea, such information. You need to, maybe your idea is not good, maybe your colleague idea is good, then you can bring them together, you can share together, then you can deliver a good product to your customer. All right, maybe you can think and check the existing software, how is working, how they are using before, so that is mean requirement catering. So when we talk about feasibility study also is very important. You need to know that is related with requirement catering, but still you can think, okay, for what reason you develop that software, why that bank manager he want that software. So if you develop that software, how is going to work, it should be flexible, you can change anytime, you can update anytime. Let's take example as WhatsApp. As WhatsApp also 1.1 version is came, 2.2 version is came, like that. It means they update the another feature. It means that you should think like that. So in feasibility study, I take some point that this technical feasibility, in what technical you are use, what are current trend of technology you are going to use in this generation. Okay, you cannot simply develop and deliver to your customer, you need to think carefully. And when we talk about operational feasibility, where is going to operate, yes, you already know that is a bank manager want that type of software, then you need to think carefully. There is a challenge, maybe Google Pay also already there, Paytm also already there. How you are going to operate that software, where you are going to operate, then how's the business going on, then you can think like that, then you can deliver a best quality. Then when we talk about economically, then you can think how that software and how that project can generate and can earn profit from that software you develop and from that project you deliver to your customer. As I said, when we talk about system analysis, all this information, communication and planning, requirement catering, feasibility study, that is mean that planning is there. You have plan, you have think about, oh, that the name of the software, the title of the software, the domain name or the hosting, all this infrastructure maybe you already collect. Now you need to this system analyze, then you need to talk with your colleague or your team or with your group, how they are going to plan the limitation, the requirement, to analyze what system they are going to do. It will be work, it will be no defect, or will be no loss. It will be think where to analyze carefully. Okay, then you can talk about design for front end or for back end, then the database integration. So you need to analyze well. Now when we come to the software design, as I said, this also is related. We do have this logical design and physical design. Logical design, and I suppose even this back end also is depend from the design, how you plan. You need to take out the step, oh, this software is going to work like that, then we can do this back end code. You can code like it means that according to the design. Now next point is coding. Now it's time for us to code our project according to the design. We need to implement the design, we need to code any programming language is suited to that project. Maybe you can do with the Python, you can do with C, you can do with Java. So that is mean for coding. You need to code according to your plan, according to the requirement you have collect from the owner. Now once you finish to code, then definitely testing will be there. All right, like I said before, without testing is not possible. You need to test each and every module. Let's suppose there is a login, you need to test a login. Once you log in, where it goes to the home page, or is there be a error on once you log out? If there is once you press back, it will back again, or will be logged out successfully. You need to test regarding the security. You need to test every button how they process. Now once the testing is finished, you remove the error. If there is any error, then definitely it's time to implement our project. If there is a standalone application, then it's time to install in the user machine. Or if there is a website, then it's time to host in the hosting server. Now once the implementation is done, then definitely the operation will be there, maintenance also will be there. Sometimes it will not work. Then if there is any error when more user is rushed, that time maybe the website will be down, the crash will be there. Then definitely maintenance will be there, operation will be there, user manual also will be there, how the user will know the step to use. Likewise, when you buy any new machine, it will be there a user manual, how they use. You can teach them. You press that button, that will do like that, start that button, on and off button, like that. That is all is included in the software development life cycle. From the beginning, we need a planning. After that, I'll revise again. We need a planning, feasibility study, testing, implementation, coding, all that. Then you go overcome to develop a successful project. Then you accomplish yourself, you accomplish for your customer. Then you can produce and deliver a high quality product to your customer. I hope this video will help you to understand more about this software development life cycle. I will see you soon in next video. Thank you.